for another episode of Outdoors People. First, there's me, CW Getz, and her, Maya Marzaki. Good evening. It's Wednesday, April 16th, 2025. We got a, you know what, time just flies, man. I'm telling you. It was just
Right?
February. Yeah, I mean, my gosh, you know. What have you been doing? What have you been doing since the last time we saw you, which was several weeks ago?
My gosh.
You got a new puppy
Yes.
and everything, didn't you?
Yes, I've been missing. Yes, I changed my job, so I'm working harder to prove myself in that beginning.
Wow.
And what is good, I'm loving my new job.
That's so
And
cool.
I got a puppy. Yeah, so I'm a puppy mother right now.
What's your puppy's name? Because I think I got a friend no, what do you call it? A follow or something and follow.
Yeah.
I love, what's his name?
His name it is going to be hard for you because it is a Brazilian native name.
Oh, wow. Okay.
It is a
Lay it on me.
Ruda.
What is it?
Ruda.
Like Hoda? Like copy? Hoda copy? No, I know.
Ruda.
Ruda. We would say Ruda.
Okay,
But it's
yeah, Ruda.
Huda.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
What
does that mean?
God of love for the native people. Yeah.
Is that a character trait of his? Is he a god of love, or what's the? How do you get
for me, yes, he brings me so much love.
That's cool. I think that's very cool, and
he loves me.
That's the way it should be. That's so awesome. I love that, man. And how old? What kind of dog is he, and how old is he?
It is a border collie, and he's 5 months old. So he's big already, full of energy. And yeah, I need to go out 3 times a day. And in the weekends, he goes climb with me and everything.
I saw that. Does he actually climb, or is he just kind of like wait for you at the bottom until when you come back?
Actually, both. One day,
great.
One day, me and my boyfriend was on the top climbing, and he was there waiting for us in the floor. And then he starts to really climbing
the
rock. I needed to go down and pick him up and put him in a leash in a tree.
Oh yeah, I wonder does he stick around though? He doesn't go wandering and chasing monkeys or anything like that.
Yeah, actually yes. I leave him free, and then he does himself, and then when I call, he comes back. But usually he doesn't like to be too far.
Yeah.
He likes run around, but in a distance that he can see me.
Do you train him to go get lunch sometimes? Go bring back lunch for the crew?
It isn't in my plan. I'm teaching him stuff. Yeah.
Lassie, go get lunch, man. Yeah. Well, I'm glad to hear that, and congratulations on your the new addition to the family.
Yeah,
and,
thank you.
Yes, I was talking with your husband-to-be before the show, of course, because you were there. And it's So we haven't given up on the idea of taking this big Class A RV and touring the United States, and then maybe touring Brazil and doing more of those climbing episodes.
Right?
Like
it was so good, so fun, so much fun.
Yeah.
And it was when you met your wife.
Exactly.
So yeah, we definitely need to do that with her now.
That would be very fitting for us to do more climbing episodes, because that's where that portion of my life all started. So that's very cool.
Right? Yeah.
And you in the beach house and that first trip to Brazil.
Yeah,
I remember that. Yeah, I was very impressed. I was very impressed with you. And so I thought, at some point I needed to fill the co-host position, because things happen. People move and do things and switch and whatever. Yeah. I thought, I'm going to ask Maya, my friend Maya. So I'm glad I did, because that worked out pretty well. It really did.
Yes, I'm glad you did, and I'm glad I accepted, because I was not believing in myself. So thank you very much for believing in myself and
You're a little nervous.
Promote all those things we did together this last 3 years. We did so much.
I think the funnest part was just traveling down the road with the trailer behind us.
Oh
It was
my
like
gosh.
you're on family vacation or something, just looking around, seeing it. It was cool, I love it. And
Yeah.
yeah, that was fun. And I could see doing that full time. I just enjoy that kind of stuff.
Oh, I definitely can see that. And by the way, you have news as well, right? It was your birthday, and you have
Balloons.
balloons in the back.
Yeah, there they are. Balloons in the back. And yeah, Marty got me those. Marielle got me those
Oh my gosh,
balloons,
she's so cute.
and we forgot to blow them up until after the party. And then we finally did. It was cool. And she extended the birthday by giving me my card yesterday. So it was very cool. So it's like
Oh,
a week
so
worth
nice.
of birthday. Yeah. I
So,
she's the best, man. She is totally the best. I finally met my soulmate, if as it were. So, yeah.
that's nice to hear.
Couldn't have put a mail order what is that? Mail order bride. Couldn't have ordered one more perfect than said, but she's perfect. So, yeah.
Yeah, I know we talked so much about that, and
Yeah.
now you guys are happy and living together. That's so cool. I'm so glad to hear. You guys deserve it.
Thank you. Yeah, I met her the old-fashioned way, and we did everything the way you were supposed to do it. So, So anyway, well, very good. Well, listen, thank you, and it was great catching up with you. And I hope nobody minds. People don't mind this, Rumi. I see her laughing backstage there, but yeah, I hope you guys don't mind catching up here. We haven't really seen much of Rumi for a while, so it's nice to have you back.
That's so true.
And we do this thing on the road, kids. There'll be some big announcements, and you probably get a lot of pictures of the big bus that we're going to get and mortgage each of our houses and things like that. So the mortgage. All right. Well, let's check in with some weather, shall we? Right now, it's 60 degrees Fahrenheit and cloudy here in north central Illinois. That equates to 16 degrees Celsius for the rest of the free world. And how is the weather, your weather, in Americana, Brazil, Miss Maya?
That's so good. I am so jealous. Here it is a fall already. Sorry.
Oh, really?
But it's still kind of warm. I am warm. It is 20 degrees Celsius for the free world, and for you guys, United States, 68 Fahrenheit.
That's pretty good. That's a really good temperature, I think. Don't you think so, or no? Are you wearing long pants or no?
No,
shorts. Well, I think
I'm in the shorts, and
Yeah.
I'm feeling warm, so I like your weather better.
Yeah, it was a little chilly. We were outside. We went and bought some plants we're putting in a garden this year, a vegetable garden and an herb garden. And so we went to the greenhouse bright and early this morning, and we stopped at my friend Michelle's house, and who's been helping us plan this garden and with certain plants and things. And it was cool. It was chilly standing out there at her place after we went to the greenhouse and looking at her garden. So, I don't know. 60 is a little chilly. I like your 68. You're almost 70. So
Okay, fine.
yeah, we almost had 90 degrees weather here 3 days ago. So it was crazy. Excuse me, crazy outside. It was like then we had to worry about tornadoes. So there was that.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But hey, you get that. Welcome to Midwestern America, the tornado zone. Tornado alley, we'd call it. Well, let's meet tonight's guest, shall we? 25-year-old Rumeysa Aslan is a Turk in Dublin, Ireland, with a deep passion for public health and child nutrition. She graduated with a degree in nutrition and diabetics from, and I cannot pronounce this name, she's going to kill me, but I'll ask her after we do this, university, and pursued additional training in emotional eating disorders and metabolic diseases, especially in pediatric populations. She has traveled across 5 continents and visited 48 different countries, gaining rich cultural insights into global eating habits and lifestyles. This global perspective enhances her work as a dietitian, especially when supporting clients with different backgrounds and travel-heavy routines. Currently, she offers freelance nutrition counseling to international clients and regularly delivers educational workshops with a focus on simplifying complex nutrition topics for wider audiences. Her approach blends scientific accuracy with an empathetic communication style, aiming to inspire healthier lifestyles through practical strategies. Rumeysa is also involved in international collaborations as the chair of the International Commission of BED IAT, Nutrition and Diabetics Research Platform. And she is actively working on launching an Erasmus Plus Project Association in Dublin to empower youth through nutrition and wellness education. In addition to her work in diabetics, she has growing experience in digital marketing and content strategy, especially in the health and wellness industry. Her latest works and upcoming projects are Erasmus Plus Association for Youth Nutrition and Health Education, public workshops on emotional eating and metabolic wellness, and freelance online counseling for Turkish and international clients. And with that, welcome to the show, Rumi.
Hello.
Oh, what happened to Maya? There she is.
Hey.
Okay, let's get her on then. Here we go. We're engineering ourselves again, kids. So yeah. How you doing, Rumi? Long time no see.
Oh, hello, folks. Hello, everyone. I really missed you. Hello from Dublin.
Oh, my gosh. How's your weather there in Dublin? We should ask you that, first of all.
Oh, first of all, it's close to Brazil, like 22 degrees Celsius.
Oh, really? Oh, wow.
That's good.
Yeah.
Not much bad.
Yeah, because it's usually raining in Dublin, isn't it? You said?
Rainy, super windy, storm every day. But I don't know why. I think I'm lucky. This week is awesome, amazing.
Really?
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
When it's that miserably weather and raining and everything, does that kind of make you depressed and then want to drink or anything?
Yeah, that's the culture, actually. Yeah, you got it. You got it, CW. You know already.
That's why they make
Go
Irish whiskey.
Go to a pub and buy your happiness through alcoholic drink.
There you go.
In your belly.
Oh my God. Is that why they say the Irish are a bunch of drunks? No, that's not really true, but of course, but that's, like a joke, an ethnic joke or whatever.
Yeah, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
But something, here in Brazil, we pretty much do not have winter. So it is like a good weather, summer time, pretty much the whole year. Oh, yeah. So once it is too hot, we drink really cold beers every day. So it doesn't matter the weather.
That's cool.
We always find the excuse to drink.
I love it. Such a happy country because of it too, I'm sure, right? I mean, it makes everybody happy. Absolutely.
Well, we are happy.
So like next morning and then you probably, but hair of the dog gets you through that. So, right. You know what? And so we have to say this before we start. Rumeysa, and Rumi, as she's more affectionately known, was our camera person in Aruba when we were there doing the episode. And I can't tell you what the episode number was, but she did a phenomenal job. And I was like, wow. I mean, I figured you'd be good, but you were really good. And you knew a lot more than I would even imagine, someone who's not a professional camera person knowing. So, yeah. So anyway, thank you for that again, and the very multi-talented Rumeysa Aslan.
My pleasure, folks.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Everything is just for you.
And thank you for the great time.
Yeah. Always the happy girl. Always the happy girl.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I've never seen her in a foul mood. I hope I never do. But you young eligible,
I'm gonna cry. Stop.
Well, you young eligible bachelors out there, this woman is a gem. She is the gift, and she's the real deal, as we say. So, but you better be a good guy, because we're watching out for her and making sure she's not, some goofball doesn't, break her. So But are you still single? I mean, are we speaking out of class, or are you eligible?
Whoa,
we're gonna have lots of guys
private,
calling here and phone texting and whatever. Yeah, I love it.
She is waiting to come to Brazil and find her Brazilian husband like you did.
Oh, okay.
Because we are the best.
Well,
right?
At least we've narrowed it down to Brazil. At least that's a help. We
right?
Right. So that's good. That's
good.
Well, now that I've embarrassed her to death, Rumi, I'll let you go ahead.
I'm sorry about that.
Sorry.
I'm really sorry. So let's start the real interview, right?
There you go, right? Interview. I love it. All righty. Get the train back on the tracks, right?
Yeah. So what does the ideal nutrition mean for someone who spends a lot of time outdoors? That's a good question for me and for people who are listening.
First of all, guys, thank you so much for inviting me to this broadcast. I'm really happy to here with you today. And yes, I'm Rumi, and I'm a dietitian who is also passionate about traveling and exploring the outdoor. And during all these travels, I have met many people who had one big question every time, like how can I eat well while moving, hiking, or living outside my normal routine? And so today we will be talking about ideal nutrition for outdoors people, for you, how travel and emotion affect the way we eat, and what kind of foods and snacks help us stay strong and focused, and how we can enjoy food without stress, even when we are far away from home. And I will also share some real stories from my clients, and I will explain some helpful tips using basic nutrition science. But don't worry, everything will be easy to understand. And if you're ready, let's get started. And I will start from Mayara's. I'm telling her Mayara because she's Mayara. Okay, let me turn back to the question. Ideal nutrition. Ideal nutrition means eating in a way that supports your body's energy needs, calorie requirements, muscle repair like protein, and brain focus. For other people, this includes complex carbohydrates like oats and whole grains, and lean proteins like eggs or chicken, and enough micronutrients. Which is micronutrients, vitamins, and minerals from fruits and vegetables. And I had one client who loves hiking but only drinks coffee in the morning, and he felt extremely tired and had muscle cramps, the weird and the tough one. And after we added a full breakfast with protein and good carbs, and he said, "Thank you, Rumi, now I felt strong and ready." And so nutrition is your fuel, guys. That's why when you're outside, don't forget to fill your fuel.
I'm going to have to ask you this because I am one of those people who my breakfast consisted of coffee. All right. And when I was smoked, it was coffee and a Marlboro. I'm just saying. And breakfast of champions, right? I mean, when I was in the band, whatever. But anyway, it was always coffee. And I wasn't hungry in the morning. I just wasn't hungry. And Marielle would say, what did you used to eat? And I said, coffee. She goes, wait, what? No, what did you used to eat? I said, I didn't. That was my breakfast, coffee and several cups thereof. And so this gentleman that you spoke of, Rumi, got cramps because of lack of food or lack of proper food or whatever. And by the way, just as a little extra special breakfast, I would throw in a donut once in a while with that, with that breakfast of mine, that coffee and donuts, But this gentleman actually got cramps because of lack of proper food, you're saying?
Yeah, just he used to drink just coffee every morning. I think I remember some small memories from Aruba time. And when we woke up, CW, you just drink coffee, isn't it? Or am I wrong?
No, that's exactly right. I was still just drinking coffee back then. It was.
Yeah. But we were just chilling, just going a beach, just laying down on the sun, That's why you don't need that much energy. But if you just supposed to drink coffee and start to go extreme sport, like which in hiking, it's other stuff, it's gonna be just killing yourself.
Well, how about a Heineken? Because I heard there's a pork chop in every bottle. A pork chop in every bottle of Heineken.
Irish.
I'm just joking, but we, there is. I think there is some nutritional value in beer, but that.
Well, some people who does mountaineering, they bring a beer with no alcoholical,
Really?
like the 0.1 Heineken.
Yeah, and gluten free.
Yeah,
and gluten free. Yeah.
That's interesting, and So what did this man do? So he just had coffee and that was his normal. Is that his normal routine? Just the coffee or something? What did you get him to add to his diet, or what did you have him eating in the morning
We put it we added actually protein and carbs, which is eggs, and he prefers sometimes every day eating eggs sometimes can be boring it's too much, and sometimes we swap to chicken and also different type of tofu cheese. Tofu, if you're vegan or vegetarian, you're gonna follow the tofu way, is much better for protein way. And for carbs, of course, you can we tried first of all oats, and it's much better for him. It's feel full. This type of basic things.
Okay, one other thing. Do you guys eat fish for breakfast? Salmon?
In my culture, not really. We prefer mostly lunch and the dinner time.
Okay, because it's same here. How about you, Maya?
Yeah, fish? The same. Yeah, just for lunch or dinner.
And because I go places, and I'm trying to think the last week. I think it was Canucopia. By the way, Maya, we stayed at the hotel that we stayed at last time was under reconstruction or remodeling or something. The whole thing was closed. They put everyone in the Holiday Inn Express or Holiday Inn or whatever it was, and the Sheraton. And I stayed in the Sheraton because Cliff and Kevin stay there, and I got to spend some extra time with them. But they had fish for breakfast on the menu. And I'm thinking, I didn't know that was an American thing, because when I was in Europe, specifically in Ukraine, fish for breakfast was the norm. At least it was popular. Maybe it wasn't the norm every day, but it was a popular breakfast choice. So I just wondered what you guys do, in Turkey and Ireland and Brazil.
I cannot imagine waking up and feeling the smell of fish.
Same. I thought the same thing. And I tried it, and it was different. And I'm going, okay, I don't know, maybe it's me, but yeah, it's a very distinctive. It's like having a Heineken in the morning as opposed to, I don't know, Budweiser or something. I don't know, but yeah. So neither you guys are fish people in the morning. Okay, good. I don't feel so bad now. Good. Thank you. That's all I needed. No,
you are good.
That's all I needed to hear. Oh my gosh. Well, okay. Next question. How does travel, and this is killer, because how does travel affect our eating habits, especially for people who are often on the go? Now, before I let you answer that, I'm going to tell you. Marielle and I go to the supermarket. We go together. Today we went to buy to the greenhouse. We went to buy some vegetable plants and some herbs. And I got hungry. I said, "Hey man, let's just go for a quick burger." And Marielle's pretty much of a health person, and she did that whole thing. Come on, okay, well, let's go to Jimmy John's. It's healthy, there's gluten in the bread. Let's go to Subway. Same thing, gluten in the bread. But I just know that I cheat when I can, when I'm allowed to. If I'm fast, hey, it's one day, man, just, okay, whatever. It's like, and then go back to your regularly scheduled program, I guess. But is that terrible, Rumi, if you do that? I mean, people on the go, how does our travel affect our eating habits, especially for people who are often on the go? So there you go. Sorry.
Yeah. First of all, I'm gonna go with your question, then I will back to you.
Yeah,
That works the video. And I'm sure after this whole conversation, you can get it really good tips and points. Don't worry.
Okay.
And travel change our meal timing and even our hormones like ghrelin, and ghrelin means hunger hormone, and leptin is fullness hormone. And many people skip meals or eat fast and high fat foods, and that is not good, like your example. And one of my clients, a travel blogger, had trouble, really bad trouble with blood sugar spikes, and felt sleepy after meals. It's really dizzy and sleepy or something else. And we added snacks with a really low glycemic index, slow releasing carbs, and planned light meal every 3-4 hours. And this helped her stay full and energized. And traveling makes nutrition harder for sure, but with planning, it's totally possible to eat well. That's why your fault. I cannot say terrible. I'm gonna back to your experience, CW. I cannot say terrible. Of course, you never say terrible to some eat issues and habits, but we can say it's not true. It's not correct way to do. What you can do, for example, if you're going shopping, please try to go with fully. When you eat something, try to go shopping. It's like emotional eating. We're gonna talk about it the following questions for sure. Yeah. Or if you're feeling really hungry, you can go from fruit, or you can carry your snacks by yourself. And of course, we are driving and we are cycling sometimes. Put it some small box in your car, and if you're feeling hungry, just take some couple of snacks like nuts, hazelnuts, this type of things. Yeah. Don't follow any McDonald's, whatever, the Thai food.
You know what's funny is Marielle, she packs a little I don't know, Tupperware, whatever, plastic container, full of nuts and a mixed nuts, Brazil nuts and all kinds of pumpkin seeds and chia seeds.
I'm gonna send huge heart for her from here.
Oh, and
Rumi is so glad that you guys get married.
I'm telling you, she saved my life in so many ways. She saved me. But then she takes whole wheat, not whole wheat, multigrain, whatever it is, bread. It's brown, and then puts tahini.
Oh, I love doing that so much. I love tahini.
I never knew what the hell tahini was, but now I love it. I threw away the peanut butter. This is way better than peanut, but it tastes similar.
Oh, yeah. It is much better and healthier, right?
Yeah, that's what she said.
Exactly. Yeah. Much better. Yeah. And tahini is so famous Mediterranean area, actually. It's so cheap in our culture. Most welcome to Turkey, by the way, guys. I'm not living in Turkey right now, but just call me, we can fly together.
I love it.
We used to cook different type of side meal with tahini, which is with hummus and which is with veggies. Yeah, it's really good protein, by the way. We can talk about it. Don't worry, Maya.
Yeah. But like Arabic food in general, it is my favorite one. I just ate yesterday in a restaurant because I love that so much. Because I don't know if you know, guys, here in Brazil, we have the biggest community outside the country from Lebanon and
Syria.
Syria, yeah. In São Paulo city, so really close by my city.
I didn't know that.
I grew up eating those kind of food. So I love that so much, and it is flavorful and healthy, and I love that so much. Baba ganoush, hummus. I love
no
that.
Way. Even your pronunciation is gorgeous. I love that. It's like nephew.
Well, and here's the thing too, is I know that when you go to the grocery store, you're supposed to not go there hungry because you buy all kinds of, and by golly, that's true. That is absolutely true. But now, Rumi, when we're talking about people who travel, I mean, I don't think we're talking about truck drivers because those guys are on the road all the time. They've got a routine down. They know what, when their stops are doing. But it's for people that are traveling for business. you're flying for business. Isn't that kind of what we're aiming towards? Those people, how does that how does travel affect their eating habits?
Travel effect, isn't it? Actually, that's really good question because I used to travel around the world, and they need to take care of some couple of small things like electrolytes. And for example, if you stay in too much, like flying or driving around, you have to take care of your water level. And around we have to drink 250 ml every 30-60 minutes, as much as possible, I'm telling them, for sodium and potassium. And if it's possible, using lemon water plus a pinch of salt is felt much better.
What's amazing is Marielle pushes the water on me like a lot. And I'm like, okay. But she's right. She says like something like we're supposed to drink about 2 liters a day. Does that sound about right? And I'm like 2 to 3.
Yeah.
Okay. And I like the lemon in the water. I really am a big fan of that. But I didn't know about the salt. You put a little pinch of salt in the water?
Yes. Because of sodium and potassium.
Oh, is that because you're flushing out the sodium because you're drinking all that water? You want to replenish that?
Exactly. Yeah. That's the point.
I'm learning.
And the cells like needs water. I don't know those words in English, and I am not a professional, so I'm sorry. But the cells need water and those salts, all types of salts to do the job. So if you just drink water, sometimes you cannot hydrate your cells. So that's why you put like salt, lime, lemon, or like stuff like that.
So cool. I'm learning so much in this episode, and I knew I would. But I've got a very intelligent wife who is really, up on this stuff and educated in this stuff, and it's so cool. And I said, wait till Rumey's episode. This is going to be so cool, man.
Yeah.
Thank you for that.
But Mari is a really like a healthy person, no question. But
Extremely.
in general, in Brazil, we are aware of that. We do those things. Like we drink lemons every morning. Like it is kind of, like normal, regular day, right?
I think what you have going to your advantage is you got all the wonderful fresh citrus fruit there it's right at and it's like, this is normal for us, which I thought was really cool when I was there in Brazil. Yeah.
And in Turkey as well, right, Rumi? You guys are very healthy.
Not that much.
No?
To be honest, you know what? To be honest, of course, Turkey is big, not as much as Brazil, for sure. It's massive country, and we have different type of culture as part, for example, Black Sea region as part and west parts. Every part is completely different, and we have different type of the history, like from genetic, which is from Arabic, which is from Russia, which is from Europe. We have a lot of mixed culture and genetic, and that's why we are following different type of rules, even nutrition rules and nutrition habits. I cannot tell everyone is super healthy, but of course, some couple of Turkish people, mostly from West Coast, they are following the healthy way. I know following the healthy way, the short term is tough, but when you see the long term is much better to everyone. That's why I'm just trying to push my whole client and my friends, my family from my circle, like you guys.
Well, we appreciate that.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And, I just came up with a question in my mind because all those parts of the world, they are very different and they have different habits and different foods. So is there a right or better a way to eating, or it depends where you are? Like, I don't know, like for example, here in Brazil, we eat in every lunch beans. And Italians eat pasta every day, but here we don't do that. And you go to Italy, people are healthy, are not like fat, like they are good. And in Japan, they eat lots of rice. Right?
Yeah, so, such a good question.
I think the pasta is different in Italy than it is here, from what I'm told.
Oh, yes,
it is fresher.
Pasta coming from gluten, and they have different type of gluten. Gluten actually is protein, but which is important. Some gluten type is important for gut system. That's why they are following is different way for like the human body. But such a good question, Maya. Thank you so much. I can explain, for example, if you want to work with dietitian, they're gonna take your anamnesis and blood test. These two parameters is so important for us and for you guys because of your blood test, blood results, giving me different type of history, like genetic and from your family blood, like from your grandmother, grandmother, if they have some cholesterol, if they have blood pressure, different type of this sickness, it means you can get it from them. If you take care of yourself too much, if you eat healthy, do it, exercise, everything is perfectly 100%, but still you can get it because that's your history. That's like curly hair, that's like brown eyes, you know what I mean. That's why if you are living in Brazil, we are following your culture, your tradition, and your history, your genetic. If you are Turkish, we are following this one. And of course, you cannot say, for example, for me, eating fish, the first meal, like during a breakfast, eating fish, a little bit guilty for me. And of course, fish is so common in Turkey, but that's not my tradition. You cannot push me that way. It's not true. I cannot say this is correct, this is not, or this is true, that's wrong. No. We don't have any just one rule and strict way. Just we can check your anamnesis, we can see your life, and we can manage all of them, whole process program together.
Yeah, I love the question. Yes. So you need to adaptate yourself through your culture and your DNA, pretty much, right?
I think that's pretty cool that you can tell all that stuff, and you use that stuff to,
right?
I don't know, help people kind of sort of diagnose things with them, and I think that's very cool.
Such a science.
Curly hair, I like that. You can tell whether you get curly hair or not. I love that. That's wild. That's bizarre. But yeah.
And about those different types of food, I'm an anxious person. So sometimes when I'm leaving, I'm traveling for too long, I feel homesick or anxious to do stuff. And I know many travelers experience emotional eating. So how can we recognize and manage it in an unfamiliar environment?
Oh, I want to give you small stars, Maya. It's such a good question. Emotional eating is my favorite, though. And guys, I study nutrition and dietetics, and I'm dietitian, of course, but we can choose different type of department during a study also the same time. And my client mostly emotional eating habits one. And emotional eating is eating based on feeling, not real hunger. It's often connected to dopamine release, like a feel good brain chemical, when we eat comfort food. And a client who moved abroad ate chocolate every evening because she missed her family so much. And actually, I recognize that's completely emotional eating, not hunger, And we used a tool called mindful eating. Eating slowly and without any screen, any telephone, anything else, any distraction, and checking if hunger is physical or emotional. I had some couple of questions just following this emotion, like how much do you feel hunger and how is your hunger level? Just give it to me between 1 to 10. And when you are feeling hunger, would you like to go completely just one food, like sugar, immediately? If you feel hunger suddenly and want only just one type of food, like chips, like chocolate, whatever, it's probably emotional hunger. Real hunger builds slowly, and any food helps. Like if you eat veggie when you're feeling real hunger, you can be, okay, I'm good. I can continue my life, like this type of things, you know. Did I make sense? Yeah.
So I'm going to ask you something. Should you eat if you're not hungry? I mean, because it's a certain time of the day. Let's just say noon, for example. It's noon. I should be eating. I'm not really hungry, but do I need to eat because it's going to be healthy for me to keep up my energy? What do you do?
First of all, CW, check it yourself. If you are feeling really hungry, of course you have to eat. If you feel really hungry, you have to eat something. But first of all, ask for yourself, that is hunger, or did you thirsty? Like, do you feel thirsty? Sometimes you didn't drink any water whole day, but you didn't recognize, you know. You have to ask yourself first of all, did I drink enough water today? Let me think. Actually, you know what? Not really. Drink water first of all.
Yeah.
After it's not enough. Hold on. After, maybe your body wants a little bit dopamine, like adrenaline, which is caffeine or thein. Thein, which is inside the tea-based thein. Caffeine based coffee. Did you get me? Coffee, caffeine, tea, thein, and mate also, matein, from this type of
what is tea? You're saying with tea. What is it again? Spell that for me. Spell that.
Tein.
Tein. Really?
Yeah.
I've never heard of that before. Have you?
Yeah, actually, it's like different type of addiction. And for example, I'm Turkish and we love drinking coffee. And some couple of countries like Kenya, like Irish people, Ireland, the British, you know, they love drinking tea. I had a lot of friends around the world, you know, and I recognize sometimes they just feel hunger, but that's not hunger. That's tea addiction or caffeine addiction. I'm telling them, first of all, ask yourself, if you're feeling thirsty, drink water. That's fourth support power rules for me. Okay. Thirsty, drink water. After caffeine or thein, if you feel really hungry, still continue your stomach and your gut system saying like, hello, I'm here, hello. If feeling like this, water is not enough, caffeine is not enough, okay, then try the fruit. Maybe it can be fructose. Fructose is coming from fruit, you know. Maybe your body wants that, needs that, like natural sugar. And if you try to fruit, still your body say, hello, I need something.
Grab a pork chop or a steak, right?
Okay, give it what they want, you know. Give it.
Oh, wow.
And, you know, sometimes it happens in the opposite way with me. I do not feel hungry because I'm too stressed. But it's like lunchtime and I'm like, I don't want to stop working and eat because I'm not hungry. But I'm not feeling my body, because if I do not eat, like after like an hour, I will be like in a very bad mood, starving. So I really like put my clock to, you know, like alarms, you know, like noon. Okay, it's lunchtime. I'm going to stop and I'm going to have a healthy lunch, you know.
That's cool. You know, if I waited long enough, Rumi, my hunger pains would go away. I don't know if that's normal or not, but if I just said, no, I got to keep working, I'm late, whatever, it would just, the hunger pains would go away. So what do you think that could be? Just insanity? Insanity? You're crazy, man. I don't know. But I have had the water thing before where it's like I thought, and Mary, I'd say, hey, drink your water. I'm like, oh, no.
Yeah. You know, my boyfriend, he's a smoker, and he told me sometimes I feel like going to smoke, but then I stop and think I'm just thirsty, and then I drink water.
Yeah.
I was like, really?
Yeah.
That's the point.
Yeah. That's cool, man. I love that. That's absolutely. Are we learning or are we learning, man? I love it. Okay, so here's a big question coming up, right? And this is a two-parter. I'll just ask you. I'll ask you once, but there's two parts. What are your top 3 must-have snacks for hiking or long trips? Let's do hiking first.
Oh wow, good
First,
question.
your top 3 must-have snacks.
I love hiking.
Yeah.
You guys, you have to come in Dublin. We have to go hiking for
I'm in.
sure. We have a
to
lot
go
of
so many
amazing
places
spots.
together.
Yeah. Sounds good. Perfect. I see an episode here about to happen.
But we are not 3 anymore. We are not 3 anymore. We have Mariella. We have Maya's boyfriend. We have everyone, you know.
We got the whole crew, man. I mean, I could see all 4 of us just cruising over there, and all of a sudden we pick up Rumi, and we're like 5 of us cruising around Europe.
I love that point.
Because why stop at Ireland and Turkey? Well, let's keep going.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's get the point. Okay, we love hiking all together, but the important part is snacks.
Yes.
My top 3 are the first of all, trail mix. As I told you about the kartings, did you remember? Nuts plus dried fruit, which is like gives healthy fats like energy and fiber, like digestion support. It's so important, digestion support.
And I imagine you're talking about the ones without all the sugar coated on top, because that's not good, right? Just the fruit, not the sugary fruit, right?
Not sugary one, this dried fruit.
Yep.
Like, yeah, you know what I mean. Like, we have some couple of dried fruit. I think you can
Like
find.
grape.
Yes, you can, like seed or something else also.
I saw Maya grab that bag there. Is that what you're?
Yeah.
Love it. She brought
And
props.
I have here one to show, but it is so
Really?
small. Like the grapefruit, the dry one.
Is
with
that a
no
raisin?
sugar.
That's a raisin, right?
No, it's a grape, a dry grape.
That's what raisins are, right? Isn't that what a raisin is? Is a dried grape? Am I right?
I don't know.
I think.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, I love those. By the way,
Raisin,
if that's what a raisin, does it say raisin? RAIS?
Yes, raisin.
EN. I don't know how do you spell it.
Actually, raisin is dates family. You know date?
Yeah.
DATE.
Dates are good.
Yeah, it's coming the same the same family. You can mix together with nuts. It's really good snack. Trail mix. Yeah. And second, what can I say? Okay, homemade protein bars also good. With oats and nut butter. It's giving you complex carbs and protein. And the third one is my favorite, isotonic water. As I explained a little bit. Just lemon water with a pinch of salt. That's replace your electrolytes lost through sweat, you know. And I think one of my friends, she loves hiking. She started using this combo every time, and her energy and digestion improved a lot. Simple, portable, and you can find your balance easily, you know.
Wow.
Yeah, that's pretty good. And in the United States, I don't know, in Europe, I'm sure they have, but United States, they have those looks like a medicine, but it is not, you know, like it is a salt with electrolytes and stuff like that to put on the water to do exactly that job. So
I remember.
many people use that.
I've seen those. I don't remember what they're called, but yeah.
Yeah. So that's pretty good. And what I find funny, it is that people are always looking for how they look. So they are not interested in how they're eating, but how they're looking. So many people stop eating like bread, carbs, good sugars like fruit, and this is very crazy. And all the doctors, all the like everything that I have read, it is that do not be afraid of carbs, because we do need that to have energy, right?
Yeah.
So it is good. It is not that bad. So if you are hiking or like outdoors,
bring along spaghetti and lasagna. I love it.
That's a good camping food, actually, right?
I'd love to hike that way.
So instead of coffee and like energy drinks, what do you recommend for like outdoors activities?
Yeah,
These sugar, these carbs, what?
Yeah, actually, that's really good point, Maya. We cannot say carb is like the monster, but of course, that's the social media. After this whole process, we felt a bit guilty about the carbs, and of course, I'm not talking about sugar, but we are talking about other support, extreme support, which is need energy and which is need really, I think body turned fast and mostly. If you talking about some couple of diseases, which is diabetes, which is the celiac, of course they can decrease the carb and sugar for sure, or just cutting to sugar. It's not good for them, but some couple of people, we cannot say everyone, of course, general, some couple of people need it for sure. And for caffeine and sugar, food with low glycemic index, which is, do you know what is low glycemic index? Guys.
What is the low glycemic index? No.
Yes. For example, when you are feeling too much sugar, I think you know already, CW, when you are eating too much sugar or alcohol, you are feeling sometimes sleepy and, let's take a nap, like this type of feel.
Yeah.
That means when you are eating that much carb too much at the same time, your glycemic balance is just going high, like a huge high, then going down, like, like this type of circle.
Roller coaster, as we like to say.
Like this, yes. But we are preferring, especially I'm following low glycemic index nutrients, which is, for example, fruit, which is the fiber, which is the protein. When you're eating too much again, your balance, your roller coaster is like chili, la 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 la. See, like this. We are following this way. It's much better than other way, and you are not feeling sleepy, dizzy, or something else.
Yeah, that's cool.
For example, if we're gonna talk about low glycemic index, food with a low glycemic index like brown bread, lentils, or bananas, good proteins, gives low energy, and refined sugar gives quick energy, but also fast tiredness after, as I explained, like this roller coaster. I had a client who drank 2 energy drinks before a long walk. He felt amazing for 1 hour. It's like, okay, yeah. I'm ready, I can do everything. Then weak, die. Like he felt really bad. And we changed it to a snack with protein and healthy fat, which is avocado, which is coconut milk, and which is like peanut butter toast, like this type of brown bread and peanut butter and bananas. Brown bread, it's good carb. After peanut butter, good protein and nuts, healthy fat. And after that, bananas. I'm talking about potassium. This combination is awesome. Wow. Also, B vitamin, especially B1, B6, and B12, help your body turn food into energy. So include whole grains and eggs in your meals, all of them.
Interesting.
That's such a good tip. Yeah.
I'm going to ask you a quick, and this is a little bit off the subject, but it isn't too far off. I just read, I did. I heard something, then I went and kind of did a little research, but I didn't get finished with it. Do eggs, are eggs one of the foods that reverse testosterone production in men?
Yeah,
eggs are great protein, and I mean eggs. But then is it kind of a thing where men get watched?
That's a complicated situation right now. I read a little bit essay about it. Some side, like the right and left side, like this type of.
They really don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I think they talk about which is the farm eggs. Mostly is just walking and the natural organic one.
Right.
But we are not sure about it. I cannot say clearly that's true. That's not true. We need more and more.
Yeah. Okay. I just wondered if you knew it. Yeah, you knew a little bit more on that subject, because it's like, oh, gosh.
Yeah. But if you want to know about testosterone, something, ashwagandha is really good.
Ashwagandha, yeah, that's good stuff. I've heard that's really good.
Did you heard that?
Yeah, I've heard of it. I don't take it, but I've heard of it. But yeah, I think that's soon. soon. I'm due for a supplement refill. So when I order again, so that's very cool.
And I just have a funny comment. You know, the feeling you told that the person drank 2 energy drinks and then felt energetic and then just went down. We here in Brazil, we call like a hangover, because you feel like a hangover, because when you are drunk, you are like, whoa, let's dance. And then when the alcoholic goes, you're like, oh my gosh, you just
let's sleep. Yeah.
So we call like the hangover of like too much caffeine or energy drink.
Yeah, that's cool. That's very cool. Yeah. Number 5. That's you, Maya.
5. I just asked about the energy and focus during outdoors activities.
So, okay. So, you covered that then.
With no sugar and caffeine.
Yeah, no sugar and caffeine. That's the energy ones. Oh, yeah, no, I was sleeping. No, I wasn't.
You need coffee.
Apparently, yeah.
Or energy
drink, you know?
It's my turn. No, I got it, kids.
And then chocolate. And
chocolate.
Ice cream.
You know something? I got to tell you this. Now that you brought that up. So I recently had the pleasure of trying 100% cocoa, no sugar. It took me a little bit to get used to the 70%, and then I tried, and you know where that came from. 100%. I'm telling you that one time when I was a kid, my mom was baking, and she had the powdered Hershey's baking chocolate, which is 100% cocoa, right? I believe it is. And I thought it was like Nestle's Quick. Now in America, we had a sugary powder. You know what that is? Yeah. And we used to put it in our milk. And I thought, oh, wow. I didn't know we had some Nestle's Quick here. I put it in my milk, and it didn't really mix up very well. And when I got it in my mouth, I was like, oh, my God, this is terrible. It was like, and I just had a bad, literally, no pun intended, bad taste in my mouth for that kind of chocolate, unsweetened chocolate.
Oh, my God.
But I tasted it recently, and
it is good.
I can do it.
Yeah.
It's my favorite.
Have you ever tried like the real fruit?
Not yet.
The cacao.
The real fruit version.
No, never have.
No, I didn't.
Real fruit.
Yeah, it is where the chocolate is from.
You know what, Maya? That's one of my goal. When I really want to go Asia. I really want to explore some couple of like Thailand, like Indonesia, Cambodia. They have real cacao in there. The fruit
we do have also. Here. Yeah.
Well, so Maya knows Marieli knows all about this stuff, but I don't, and she's probably mentioned this to me.
But it is funny because people who doesn't know how like I don't know the word like the opposite of sweet. No,
is that because that comes from the cocoa plant? Yeah, cocaine. Yeah.
No, cocaine comes from a leaf.
Oh yes. You're right.
Yeah, it is different. Yeah.
You get the leaf and the chocolate, all in the cocaine and the candy bar, all in one.
All you need. You want.
Well, you need some coffee, but yeah, that'll come there. That'll come after the fact. But yeah, no, that's
but people when people eat the first time the fruit, they are going to think that it is sweet, like the chocolate, but it is not like at all. It is like the feeling you had. Like whoa.
Very bitter. Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah, I'm and I'm sure I would love to have checked that out when I was in Brazil, and just just sampled it. I think that would have been cool.
Yeah.
So much, and I'll be coming back. I'm sure I'll be coming back to Brazil, and I want to go see Rumi too. So we'll be doing stuff. Yeah. Back to the regularly scheduled program. Yes. Okay. All right. What role does hydration play during outdoor adventures, and what are some smart hydration tips? So, what role does hydration play during outdoor adventures, and what are some smart hydration tips? Rumi?
We talk a lot about hydration. Please drink water, guys. When you are waiting background, please, if you are watching us, please drink water right now. Hydration supports thermoregulation. What is thermoregulation? Body temperature control, circulation, and You got it. Circulation and cognitive function, brain focus. Even mild dehydration, like 2% water loss, can cause tiredness, of course. And one of my clients went mountain trekking and forgot to drink. And she had a huge, massive headache and low energy, of course. And I told her, just drink around 250 or 300 ml every 30-60 minutes and add electrolytes. What is electrolyte? Like sodium, like potassium. When we talk with Maya, she explained already they have a really good startup in Brazil. I had a chance to check in when we went to Aruba. It's like small electrolytes you can find everywhere, or you can do in your house. In Turkey, we have Churchill. Churchill is so similar with these recipes. I'm gonna give you take a notes right now. Take your pen and
all right, let's do it.
Notebook, and you can put it your water, like 1 glass of water, using lemon water, like lemon, maybe squeeze 1-2 times, and then pinch of salt, and you can add it a little bit sugar also in it.
So is that that'll create electrolytes, the sugar and the salt, or I'm sorry, the salt and the lemon?
Yes.
Really? Oh, that's so cool.
And you can feel much better. And also, you know what? That's really good trick for you. Watching your urine color is a good tip. Light yellow is good. And dark yellow means you have to drink more and more water.
What if it's purple? Just curious.
Purple. You can be unicorn. I think you are a unicorn.
I think that happened one time. Like purple rice and purple cabbage all in the same meal, and I'm not going. It's kind of weird. Okay, well, it's getting gross, but you know what I'm saying. It was different. Grapeful.
Oh my gosh. Like your body moves in the background.
Yeah. What the hell? What's going on? Am I dying? I don't know. Yeah. So
can emotional eating be triggered by being in nature or being away from the routine? And how can we stay balanced?
Yes. When you're out of routine, our brain may feel less control and more need for comfort, like comfort zone. These activities, the reward system, and we might overeat. And my camper client of eat a lot of snacks non-stop during a holiday, like different type of chips and everything, and we practice emotional eating, like checking hunger, as I explained, checking hunger signal, how is the situation right now, and eating slowly, stopping at around 80% fully. Don't eat 100% when you are eating here, you are feeling too much food. No, just feel free a little bit and give some time. It felt really, really, really good, and it helped really good. And being outdoors reduce stress, and structure still helps. Keep regular meal times and pack healthy options so you feel free but not out of the control. Every time keep your control and feel good and peaceful.
That's the best advice I've ever. Here's the thing too, and I think all the farmers are going to hate me. They probably already do, but I'm telling you, I was raised this way. Farmers, they'll eat, at least Midwestern American farmers, they'll eat until they're stuffed. They'll have 3 platefuls, and I'm not making that up, kids. And I'm not talking platefuls. I'm talking platefuls, like it's And when you eat like that, and I know these guys are not burning off those calories, especially sitting in the cab of a tractor like they do these days, most of them. But that's the kind of thing that will find you overweight quickly, and it'll keep you there. Am I right or wrong? Yeah. No? Can you hear me?
Your connection.
Oh.
Could you say again?
Yeah. Did I skip out or no? I'm just saying, when you eat like that, when you eat massive amounts of food until you're full, like you said, up to stuffed, you're going to be putting on pounds, and those aren't going away, are they?
Yeah, actually, the point is, by the way, you can hear me, right?
Yeah.
Everything's
Yeah.
good going now.
Okay. Yep. Could you hear us?
I'm just changing. Yes.
Okay,
Yes. Right now is much better.
Good.
Actually, the problem is when you're eating too much. The same process starting from beginning. Your glucose level is going so high and then down. That's first point. And the second point, if you continue like this every time, we call it some couple of the gut system, health system problems. It's some couple of the issues. You can get it easily, your stomach, and also sometimes your body just wants water, and your organs and your everything start the gas and diarrhea or constipation. This type of process can help.
Wow.
Can start. You need to help yourself after that. When you're eating too much, also you need to do energy. You need to push yourself again. It's different type of.
When I was doing, and I did that, I've done that, when you're drinking beer and you're like, let's eat, and you just chow and you don't know how much you're eating. But I used to get the acid reflux then, because a lot of times I would eat like an idiot, and I would eat and go right to bed. Okay. And big meal. And man, it happened every freaking time. And I'm like, okay, this is not cool. And I learned a couple of tricks. And then like, Captain Dumbass, I would eat chocolate. And I've learned no amount of chocolate works for me within a couple of hours of going to bed. In fact, I'm at about 3 hours. There'll be no cocoa, no chocolate, no nothing before going to bed. It does not work for me. But I think eating big meals and going right to bed was another thing that didn't work for me either. So, yeah.
No.
Or going hiking.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Someone who travels a lot, like yourself, how do you personally take care of your nutrition when you're on the road?
You guys, already. I have been to 46, 48 countries. I stopped counting after 45,
I didn't even know there were 48 countries. No, I'm just joking.
I traveled a lot,
I'm from the farm,
I have been to 46 anyway, and I learned how important it is to be prepared. And I always carry 9 perishable snacks like almonds, like protein bars, or dark chocolate, as we explained, like the cacao. And I also try to have a protein source in each meal, like yogurt, cheese, or eggs, because I'm a big fan of eggs. I'm eggs follower, lover. And on flight, I drink a lot of water and avoid salty snacks. Also, I don't skip meals. That's my secret point. I never skip meals. I'm trying my best for sure. And skipping causes blood sugar drops, hyperglycemia, and even a small meal helps your body stay strong during whole your travel trip, and you can enjoy it later.
What happens when you skip a meal, Rumi?
You can, as I explained, we are starting from the same circle. If you skip, for example, lunchtime, first meal you ate, for example, 9 a.m. and you skip the other one, and you ate the other one 9 p.m. and then you get 9 p.m. after 12 hours. You want to eat immediately to sugar or the huge fast food, like the bad. I don't want to say bad, but the fast food. That's why it's not that much good to choosing that way immediately. Controlling can be tough. Just in short, controlling can be tough sometimes.
Wow.
And with me, I feel stomachache when I am starving, and then I eat what I'm going to eat, if it's healthy or not. So I try to not feel so hungry, because I'm going to feel like stomachache afterwards. And I don't know if how true is that. You are the person who knows here, so let me know if I'm saying like bullshit. Like the body
bullshit.
works.
Oh, sorry.
Bullshit.
Sorry.
Bullshit.
Couldn't pass that up. Yeah.
You used to play with me because of my bullshit, right?
Yes, I remember.
Right?
A little bit, yeah. Oh my God.
But anyway, so what I heard, it is that we have more time as like a animal in the cave than we have in a modern world. So the brain and the organism, they do not know that we have food, we don't need to go out and hunting and stuff like that. So when you do not eat, your brain, it is like, oh, we do not have food, so let's keep all the fat, all the sugar to make me safe, because I don't know when I'm going to eat again. So you can get fatter if you do not eat the important meals appropriately, right?
I've heard that.
Yeah. And we call it ketosis. And it's ketone cells, and brain started to just separate each other, and it's starting eating by itself, you know. If we don't want to do that. You're right. It's not bullshit though.
Okay. Okay. I'm not that dumb.
I've heard that. I have heard that.
Yes, what I heard it is that your body eats the muscle and keep the fat to be like safer.
Really?
So you get fatter.
It's just separate amino acid like from protein, but we want to keep for them because of to be strong and healthy, of course, because we need muscle for sure. But if you keeping too hungry, like the ketosis, it's that much strong, like that much long, of course. It's your body feeling, okay, we are dying right now, but of course you have to survive, you have to be alive, you know. That's why I just try to just broke every small part of the cells and just keep, you know, breaking up. After, when you feel really tired and exhaustion, you're gonna start, you know, we call it in Turkish, looking like a fish, like you are just seeing but you cannot understanding. When you're studying, you can see, you can read, but understanding cannot start, you know. It's slow, like internet and like Internet Explorer, I'm telling you. Loading, you know, slow.
I love it.
Yes,
that's so cool.
That's so true. And you know, I'm kind of going to change of subject, because in outdoors, what people ask me the most, it is like, first of all, what do you eat and how you go to the bathroom? So when I travel, my belly stopped working. I do not go to the bathroom. And some people, it is like the opposite away. What is not good.
You know what? I had both. Have you had both, or just the one? Were you like going all the time? Or
no, usually I do not go. Like if I'm doing like a trekking for like 3 days, I don't know what happened. I just don't go to the bathroom.
I've had that too, but I've had both. I've had both situations, and it's weird because I don't know what's going to happen, and you know what's really weird is I thought it's just me. Oh my God, something's wrong. Well, there is something wrong. That is a problem. But a lot of people have that. It's so strange. Like it's, you know, they're like, oh my God, I don't know if I could go there, because what if I have to go to the bathroom? There's no bathroom, man. What do I? and that's a real thing. That's a real fear.
Yeah, it is.
You don't want to go put your pants somewhere and have to, you know, to deal with that. But it is
and
real.
you don't want to be like constipated as well, because it's not healthy.
That's not even comfortable. Yeah.
No, it is a terrible feeling. Yeah. So the question is,
good question though, really. Great question.
So what
real.
do you recommend for outdoors enthusiasts who struggle with digestion and, you know, like problems like me and CW?
Yeah. You know what's really weird? I don't have that anymore because of Marielle and the whole health thing, man. So it's, but anyway, go ahead. I don't want to go ahead. Let the cat out of the bag, so to speak.
I'm clapping my hand, as you see, for Marielle.
I love it. But I know she's watching, so, you know, yeah.
Yeah, but I completely agree, guys. You're completely right. Digestive issues like bloating, gas, or constipation can come from eating too fast or too much fat or too little fiber, you know. You are completely right. One of my friends, not my clients, when we talk each other, because she's completely struggle, and that's a little bit cultural and eating habit issues. She ate mostly chips and meat while camping, and we added, when we used to go camp with her, we added prebiotic and probiotic, like O and E prebiotic foods, like oats, garlic, bananas, like kombucha, kefir, this type of things, and with more water and peppermint tea, of course, which relaxes the digestive system, you know. And I also recommend that she chew well, very well, and eat smaller portion. It's so important. If you bite too huge, you know, like really huge, it's gonna be tough. That's why smaller portion is much better, to be lady. And she come back and she said, "Oh, Rumi, thank you so much. I finally feel light and comfortable when I drink a camping, traveling, you know, and gut system is essential, even outdoor. If gut system is healthy and we are beauty, that's the secret, you know."
That's cool.
That's the point.
That's cool. Makes sense. Makes perfect sense, man.
Right.
I remember a long time ago, the analogy was made, you know, it's like your car. If you put cheap, crappy gasoline in your car, no pun intended, crappy, but cheap gasoline in your car, don't expect much. You expect your car to hiccup and sputter and everything else, you know. So why would it be any different with food in your body, right? So yeah, and I think I may have a couple of food allergies as well. So I kind of stay away from a couple certain things because it has the same effect. So that's cool.
It could be, yeah.
Okay. Well, thanks for answering that. That's, and you know, it's a you know, people think, oh, we don't want to talk about it, but hey, it's pretty real, and a lot of people deal with that. And hell, I didn't know that until people start talking. Like, oh wow, I'm not the only one, you know. So
right, cool. It is the second brain, they said, right?
Yeah, exactly.
You know.
All right, kids. Let's see. Here we go. What's the one piece of advice you wish everyone knew about eating well while enjoying the outdoors?
Good.
What's the one piece of advice you wish everyone knew about eating well while enjoying outdoors? Yes.
Yeah. First of all, don't stress about eating perfectly, because of life is not perfect, of course.
I'm already stressed. No, I'm joking.
I am a stressed person, like in general.
Right. Don't stress about food. I can't.
But because you know what, when I start working with some couple of my clients, they're gonna be okay. I'm gonna do diet. I will be so perfect. I will be so healthy. No, instead of perfect, focus on nutrient balance. It's so important. Macronutrients, micronutrients, all are good friends together. Some carbs, protein, and fat at each meal, and listening to your body. And when you are listening to your soul, you can find the meditation and the healthy way, you know, for mindset. But sometimes you are forgetting the listening body, your body, what your body wants, you know, your gut system. How is it going there? Just sometimes talk, you know. And when I talk about me with my friends, one of my colleagues told me that I work with him, always felt guilty about after snacking, and you know, the other thing, we practice emotional eating and we ate some healthy snacks, and he enjoyed without any guilt. That's why sometimes small touch is important for your life. Just ask your friends, if like Mariella, like Maya, you know, just about CW, don't be guilty and don't be shy. If, of course, the best thing to do working with the professional, with your dietitian, with your doctor is much better. You can follow your allergy, you can follow your whole issues, and you can find your peace, of course. And don't forget, remember, food outdoors should give you energy and joy. Don't need to be stressed. And so eat with awareness and hydrate, as I told you, hydrate well, and let nature feed your mind and body at the same time, every time.
That's beautiful, man. That's so cool. Here we got it. We got a comment, and it says, "Oh my God, such a good time. The best. Hey, you know what? And I have to ask you this because we're coming up to Maya's favorite part of every show, every episode. But okay, so this is the question about animal or fats. Okay, I like butter. It's not popular when I eat a lot of butter. Okay. And because I love butter, I eat butter all the time. We need certain type of fats. Is butter among the bad fats that we should really just avoid all the time, or do we need those animal fats in our, because
that's such a good question. Before you rule me, let me make a comment, because I do not eat meat, so I need protein. Yeah. And part of my family, they're from Italy. So I am
Me too.
crazy about cheese.
Yeah.
But, like European, like good one, not, like cheddar and like those weird stuff, but all types of
provolone,
cheese and
things
butter.
like that.
Yeah, cheese.
Mozzarella.
Yeah,
love it.
So I eat so much.
Yeah, you are vegan, right?
I'm vegetarian.
Vegetarian, yeah.
Oh, I thought you were vegan. You're vegetarian. Okay, cool.
Yeah. Actually, that's ethical way. Of course, I'm supporting every way. I tried maybe 1 year to being vegetarian, but it's tough for myself because I love chicken, unfortunately. But as I told you, I support everywhere. But of course, we have the alternative way, like alternative protein, which is plant-based protein, like beans, like black and the other white, different pinto, different type of beans. We have lentils and we have chickpea. One of my favorite protein and rich, good protein is chickpea.
Chickpeas are awesome. Yeah.
Right. And we have, for example, soya, which is like tofu, which is edamame, like soy milk, different type of soya-based alternative essential amino acid. It's so important. And for example, when I explain to you nuts and seeds, these are, of course, fat, healthy fat, but at the same time, these are protein, which is almonds, peanuts, like chia seeds, These are, and pumpkin seeds. These are healthy fat, at the same time, protein. That's why, actually, when you try to find alternative, we have a lot of different options, guys.
So less
you don't
butter.
need to be fat with butter.
Less butter.
Yeah, so butter is evil, as I'm told, right? Sort of. I love butter, though. It just makes everything better. Butter makes everything better.
Find your balance with butter.
Wait, what? Say that again.
Find your balance with butter.
My balance is that's a very subjective thing. My balance is way different than my partner's. My wife's balance with butter. Honestly, I could eat a stick of butter on a bowl of popcorn. It would.
Yeah. Me too. And my boyfriend as well. He's half Italian as well. So
same way. Yeah. So we're into those fatty things, and
Yeah.
But then you get a big fat ass and a big belly. Like a beer. Then it just doesn't look attractive anymore. So. Always a price to pay, isn't there, kids?
But I have a balance because I eat every day, like chickpeas, beans, all those stuff, and also cheese.
Yeah. You know what? I love cheese, and we do cheese here. We do. Cheddar is not popular with me. It is, but provolone's good. The white cheeses are. What's Parmesan? Parmesan. Yeah, we do a lot of Parmesan here. So.
Yeah, and you know, my family is from the farm, so they used to eat lots of fat
Yeah,
food. You know,
lard,
like
and they're talking about cooking with lard
yeah,
instead of
Yeah.
nut oils.
yeah,
So no nut oils. Okay, so but we're doing avocado, but that okay, seed oils they call it, not oils, nut oils, seed oils. But what the hell?
Virgin olive oil.
Olive oil. Thank you.
all of it.
We do that, but lard. They're saying lard. That's cool.
Yeah,
Or ghee butter, which is
yeah. Ghee is a good one.
yeah.
It's from India, right?
Yeah.
Is that what it is? Yeah.
Yeah.
Ruby, what are your
Can do a homemade one for sure. Cannot be India, of course, from India, but
Yeah.
mostly it starts from there. Yeah.
what are you
Like the
cooking with, Rumi?
idea of ghee butter.
Yeah. What are you cooking with, Rumi? What's your go-to oil? Oh, and by the way, so now it's coconut oil here. That's the thing.
Yeah.
I have notes that
So
are for me.
yeah,
Use
I
coconut
fight
oil.
with my boyfriend every time. He loves using coconut oil to cook.
He is.
He loves,
And
he
you
loves
and what do you
using. I prefer butter because of the
same,
flavor, right?
Same. We're terrible. What,
You
Ruby?
know,
What
when
are
I
yours?
yeah, I nowadays I'm trying to put it just small pinch of coconut oil into my coffee. I know it sounds a little bit weird, but
Really?
it's giving me really good energy and good
Yeah.
taste, to be
My
honest. And
friends do that.
Coconut oil in coffee.
Yeah,
but
just a
a
little.
little bit.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
We do the coconut the pulling in the morning with coconut oil.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, good
Yeah,
stuff.
I heard that.
Yeah.
I can't. Some people do vinegar in the
No, I
morning.
can't do that. No,
Yes.
can't do vinegar.
Like a
I
burger, you know, like
Yeah.
I'll just plain puke, man. That's what I'll do with vinegar. It ain't gonna work out for me. I'm telling you right now.
Yeah. I try it. It
Yeah.
is not. It doesn't work for me. I
Rumi,
prefer
what did you
like
say? You cook with what? What do you use, Rumi?
olive oil usually, because
Okay,
butter is too strong for me. When I'm eating butter like for dinner time, my stomach is say hello, help me, you know.
Yeah.
Marielle taught me this too. When you heat olive oil, and that's the thing with the coconut oils.
Yeah.
You heat olive oil, it turns into a bad fat or a bad thing or whatever.
Actually, all oils when they got the
Temperature.
the high temperature for
Yeah.
it, then on
Yeah.
becomes a trans fat, right?
There you go. There you go.
So all of them.
So I'm going to just get motor oil because I know that takes high heat, and it's developed for the synthetic, of course. No,
Oh, go with no oil.
no,
Okay.
can't do that. Got to do natural. So I'm going to do crude oil. It'll be better. Yeah, I don't know. It's like funny because you try to be healthy, and then all of a sudden there's that one thing that just that weakest link in the chain. I'm like, damn it, I almost had it perfect. But you know what you said is true, Rumi. You don't have to strive for perfection, but just and just do the best you can. And
Which is sustainable for you, just follow that way.
Yeah.
You cannot be too strict every day and every different, you have to find your balance, which is works for you, just follow it. Of course, if sometimes, of course, I'm eating fast food sometimes,
Okay. Oh, really?
But I know how to cover it, which is important after that.
And I'm sure age has plays a role in this. When you're in your 20s, you can do a little more fast food, and your body's like, "Yeah, it's cool, not a problem, man." But when you get to be a little older, like maybe 30,
yeah,
your body says, "Hey, man, enough of that crap."
That's so true. Before 30s, my family used to play with me that they went to the gym and I got the six-pack. But now, after 30s, I go to the gym every day and I do not have six packs anymore.
Oh my God!
So,
how many pack do you have now?
After 30s, everything, a big one. I have
just one pack.
One pack.
I love it.
It's
farmers stuff. Yeah, it's funny because
32. Okay.
I get it. Try being 39 like I am, man, and see how that works.
39?
Yeah, well, yeah, of course, right? Why do I look older than? But the funny part is, there's a lot of things that I used to get away with doing, and skipping meals, going to the fast food and stuff. And by golly, kids, if you don't think it'll catch up with you at some point, just keep trying it, keep doing it, and you'll find out like we all did. So yeah. Well, Rumi, you're not there yet. You're like what, 18, something like that?
Nice, please, come on. It's just numbers. You know already.
Yes and number. No. Yes and no. I don't know. I think there's something to the your body.
We all 18.
Yeah. God, I wish to be 18 again.
I don't.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. Well, if
I could 18 Maya, no.
But if you could know then what you know now and be 18 again, wouldn't it be a whole different program?
I don't know.
Go back and just know what you know now and go, oh,
different movie,
Yeah, the stupid things I wouldn't do again.
I don't know. We are going to make mistakes anyway, so I don't want to make again and again. So just keep living.
Yeah, that's true. It's true. I love it. Super. Keep on doing. Keep on trucking.
Keep on doing.
All right. All right. Now, for kids, for Maya's favorite part. I'm not going to ruin it for you. You do it. And now.
Pictures. And now. Let's do my favorite part. Let's check up the Rumey's picture.
Right. Let's do it, man. So, all right. Let me. Oh, I'm sloughing on this here. So here we go. All right. Ready? There we go.
Ooh. It is a coffee.
I love it.
It's a coffee with a little bit coconut oil, maybe.
There you go.
Wait. Is there some tequila in that coffee? I see. No, I'm sorry. No, rum. It was rum.
Rum, yeah, coffee
from Aruba.
Rum.
Yeah.
Very, very.
What are we looking at? What is this chart of? This is cool.
Yeah, we were talking about the gut system, gut health.
Is that what this is? That's cool. I love it.
I don't know what it is, but you look like so smart.
Oh, totally.
Like you know your sheet.
She's got it going on, man. I mean, you could easily be a teacher of. Yeah. Oh my God.
I will be one day.
Yeah.
All right. What do we got here? What is this?
These are when I work in hospital, and it's every small tray for the private special clients, which is like a celiac, which is like no contamination, like the lactose, lectin, this type of things. Every meal are prepared special and the different part, and going every different client the same time in the hospital, the kitchen area.
Those are all specific per person, each person.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Whoa.
That's a lot of work, man.
A lot.
No wonder it costs $1 million to stay at the hospital. It's the food program that's so expensive, right?
Well, not in Brazil. It's for free.
Yeah. My God. There we go.
Yeah.
What do you have?
That's for it's just type in there and diabetic client, which is diarrhea, and we need to keep lactose and different type of the macronutrients.
Wow.
Yeah, just explaining that.
I hope that you people that are preparing these meals are getting paid really well, because that's a lot of work.
Oh, yeah.
To make sure that people, oh my God.
And it is not just the work itself, because it is lots of work, but the people need to study and have so much knowledge to do that appropriately.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it is work afterwards, because you need to study, and then when you are doing, it's lots of work as well.
Yeah, totally. Look at you.
Yeah. Yeah, when I was in Slovakia, Trnava, next to the Bratislava, it was about the entrepreneurship program, which is international nutritionist symposium, like this type of things.
Okay.
And I just try to explain how you can create your own business during a nutrition way, and how can be entrepreneur. I wasn't, but.
I love it.
Maybe I will be.
You will be. I think you will be, man. And you're going to be a fantastic business owner one day.
Oh, I wish.
What do we got here? Oh my gosh. It looks good. Now, is this
sorry.
Yeah. What is this? Is this delivery food? Is this? I mean, that you guys? What is this? This is not the hospital, is it?
That's for contamination, as I told you. For example, if you cut something with gluten, you cannot put it the same tray to carrying, for carrying to floor. That's why you have to cover it on the top.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
some couple of meal has gluten, some couple of has lactose, but it cannot be contaminated.
So if you, how does food get contaminated? I mean, how do
from air,
just from
they
the
can
air?
fly.
Are you kidding me?
Yes.
And
that's
oh
bizarre.
my gosh, it's not just it's not just like touching the same trail. It's like
not needed.
The air can contaminate food from one to they can jump. That is unbelievable. I had no idea.
I went 2 days ago. I went to have a lunch with my friend, and she's allergic of seafood. And one person in the table asked, "Can I order? Or are you like allergic even with the smell?" I'm like, "Whoa." Like, what do you mean? And now I know what she meant. Like, it's real. It's a thing.
That's bizarre. Oh my God.
That's really bizarre. Oh my gosh.
All right. What does that say? Really?
And this was about bulimia nervosa, which is like anorexia, bulimia, which is emotional eating disease, but which is the important and a little bit dangerous version. Like the sickness, they need to take medicine the same time, therapy, maybe someone need to stay hospital. They are just eating too much and they want to lose fat easily. They're just throwing a lot, the vomiting.
Wow.
Their self,
Yeah, that's a big thing in the industry.
The modeling.
Industry, modeling. Yeah.
What is this, Rumi?
And that's just explaining for the intern, and we are just putting the recipes and how need to create the the design, the organization. These are also important for the client. And we are just when I work in a hospital, I just did this for them, and I just took picture. I just say, hey guys, you can check from here. That's important. Don't forget this. That's tools is important. Like this type of remind them.
Very cool.
It's emotional right now for me.
I love it.
You are detail orientated, like CW loves. That's so cool.
Yeah. Look at this cool.
Oh, look at you.
Yeah.
It's so cool. Did you enjoy working at the hospital in these places like this?
Yes.
I mean, what would be your favorite place to work? If you say, the dream job would be this, what would that be?
You know what? I worked a lot, and I had different type of experience, which is pediatry, just for kids, and I worked a lot, and also oncology department. But I realized something after a long time. I'm so emotional. And of course, when I'm working there, I felt, for example, when I get home, I used to feel really, really, really sad sometimes because I'm helping them, but it's not enough for my health, That's a life, and I need to be logical. I didn't create that much logical sides for myself, like, the personality. But during a whole experience, I was really, really appreciate, and every time when I get home, I was like, okay, thank God, it's good, and I'm following the right way,
So cool.
Okay, that's the public health for university students. I just explained, like, for some couple of teenagers, which is international students. And what is the nutrition? I'm just explaining from beginning. That's the protein, that's the carb, like this type of from beginning.
Yeah, so cool. Look at you. Look at you.
Yeah. That's from Bediat. We create 2,000 19. Bediat means Nutrition and Dietetic Society for everyone, and it's like volunteer job, like society. We create in Istanbul, based in Istanbul. Every Thursday, we are just reading new essays, and we are just talking and meeting about the new clients or new sickness. If something new, I think we are just sharing each other. Hey, I found this. I think this connect with these ideas, or what about this? Like we are just sharing the experience each other, each dietitians, you know.
That's cool. You look
And
like you
that's
should
my
be running the place.
co-founder, yeah.
You look like you should be running that place, whatever it is. I mean, yeah, absolutely. I love it.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah. You look so professional.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
That's what in Milan when I went to Italy.
Oh,
You both are
right.
Italian, no?
Yeah.
From family, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, but we have never been there.
Yeah, I know, right? And we should do this.
Don't worry, I stayed a lot for you guys.
Well, I feel better about that. We should definitely, when we're going to Italy, we should do this thing together.
Oh, yeah, we are going actually.
The Outdoors People Invasion of Italy. I love it. I could see that.
Yeah. It's a matter of when, not if.
Yeah, right. And here we go. And oh my God, there's a little surprise coming up. But this is so cool. I love that you guys are both tennis stars.
Yeah, my father Ali, you know already. My father Ali and my brother Ahmed, they are big fan of tennis.
Yeah.
And they are playing tennis every week, I swear. Wow. And I will go to Turkey soon, and inshallah I will saw them, and I just want to play tennis nonstop.
Ariel wants to learn tennis. I think that's cool because I think that would be cool.
Quality time.
Yeah, very cool. Here we go.
Running.
I remember when you posted this on Instagram.
And from Bologna, Italy.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
This was in Italy?
Yes.
Bologna. Oh, wow. Love it. Here we go. That's a commercial for like Gatorade, isn't it?
Yeah.
or no, it's for Apple phones. That's it. Yeah. I love it. It looked like a model there, man. What's going on? I love it.
Folks.
Yeah. Wow, that's cool. Where's this gym at?
In Istanbul.
Really? This is in your, How far are you from Istanbul, your family?
Just 3 hours by car.
3 hours, okay.
Whoa, really?
Yeah.
Yep.
And that is the capital, correct? Turkey.
Istanbul is not capital. Ankara is capital. Istanbul is like the massive city, the huge city.
Oh, interesting. Well, yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's from capital Ankara. Hacettepe University. It's the famous and the quality school about the medicine and the science department, especially. I just went there for the symposium, and I got really good network there. And I found some couple of intern there. I used to work with them. It was really good experience, to be honest. Just the memory picture from there.
Very cool.
How cool. And such a beautiful place.
That's Vatican.
Where?
Oh.
Vatican, Rome.
Really? That's cool.
Oh my gosh.
The Vatican.
Yeah.
So cool.
You are so fancy, so beautiful, so like full of light, so shiny. Oh my gosh.
And you're going to have stories to tell your kids, man, like you did all this cool stuff, man. They're not going to believe you. You know that. I mean, they're just going to go, right. You better have pictures. Lots of pictures.
I'm trying my best,
Oh my God. Look at this. Same.
Look at you. Oh my gosh.
It's cool. Are you singing in this picture?
No, I'm just thinking.
Oh, okay. Thinking with your mouth open. I thought you were singing or something. Maybe somebody was.
So you have a pen in your mouth, right? Okay. Oh.
Now, where is this?
One of my favorite huge library in Istanbul.
Wow.
Next to my university.
Wow, very cool.
The same blazer jacket I have right now.
True.
Oh wow, really? I just I never would have known that. But you're missing the red blouse, red sweater.
That's true.
Yeah. There you go. This is one of your promo pictures. This is a very cool picture.
Yes, that's from Zurich, Switzerland.
Switzerland? That's where my brother was born, Switzerland.
Really?
Yeah.
And you know what? That's the ETH University, Albert Einstein's university.
Really?
Albert
Oh,
Einstein was professor in ETH Engineering University. I went there for symposium again about food innovation.
wow.
And I got this picture just for memory.
Wow.
Whoa, that's something else. Oh boy.
Cool picture. Again, you should belong in like the Spiegel catalog or something with that picture.
Oh, folks.
Here's the
Yo, that's my
surprise.
sister.
One of the two surprises, man. I mean, and I thought, I know Maya's not going to know this is
My,
here. But this is so
my
funny.
sister for another mister.
Oh.
I love it. This is such a cool
Oh
picture.
my gosh. I love it so much. Oh
And I
my
remember
gosh.
because I remember I provided the music that night, I think, with something.
Yeah.
Oh, my speaker. Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah.
And by the way, CW, thank you very much to introduce Rumi.
Oh yeah, you're welcome, man. That's right. I forgot about that. I introduced you guys. And this was what was going on at 5 o'clock or 5:30 in the morning. You know, I'm still sleeping or just grabbing some coffee or something. You guys your day's half over because you've been doing the yoga and bicycling, and that's after staying out until about 3 a.m. the night before. And I'm like, holy smokes, how do you guys do that? Yeah, very cool. The dynamic
we're young.
right? Absolutely. So all right, we got it here. What? Okay. Photos. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm stealing your thunder there, Maya. Go ahead.
What, my question?
Yeah. I think that's number 12. I'm ready.
Yeah.
I'm ready at the trigger.
But I don't want to finish it. So I'm not going to ask.
I love it. All right. Well, kids, where can we find you on the web, Rumi? Where can we find you? You're not on Instagram anymore. You're
No, I will back soon.
Okay.
I just deactivate because that's a social media detox for me. I was influencer, when I used to work for Instagram and Meta maybe 2-3 years, and I decided to deactivate maybe 6 months, maybe 5 months ago. I'm not sure about that, but I'm feeling really healthy and much better, wise.
It was 5 months. It was 5 months, 2 weeks, 7 hours, and six days. No, anyway, yeah.
Shaking hands. Yeah, that's true, by the way. It's just temporary because I just want to create something. Of course, I just want to find my way about the social media, because social media is important for everything. You can share your perspective, ideas, and really good marketing option, and it's your online ID at the same time. But it was a bit confused, but I'm gonna be back. When I'm back, you can find from Instagram at dyt.rumi, dyt.rumi. You can find me from there, or you can find from mail.
Yeah. And so what is it again? DYT Rumi or DYT.Rumi?
Yes, dyt.rumi.
dyt.rumi. That's pretty easy, actually. And diet, DYT.
Yep.
Kind of, I like that. I always, what the hell does DYT mean? But I'm a little slow. But yeah, I got that diet. That's cool. Let me take this ticker off there. That's okay. That's annoying. But it's very cool that you're going to be back on Instagram soon. Loved your posts. You got cool posts. And I have to tell you, I sent this young lady a t-shirt, or was it a tank top first thing? And by the way, your postal service in Turkey was not too bad. It was much better than, and Mariel and I were discussing Brazil's postal service, where at least we're regarded. She said, it's a great system. I go, okay, it was maybe great for you guys, but it wasn't that. I didn't share that experience because it took 3 months to get there. And then it finally, one of them came back to me after 3 months, and the other one, whatever. But, and to both you guys. But Rumi, Turkey's was good, and she got the shirt, and then right away with this video, and you guys, and I'm thinking that's so cool. And then a camping, the tent with the tent, I was really impressed by that. And so she kept doing. I go, man, this girl's cool. And so I'm glad that we established a friendship, which we did. And of course, Rumi and I have some other things in common. We call ourselves twins because we do have a lot. It's kind of funny. But you guys all, we had such a great time in Aruba, and you two ladies are just amazing people and dear, dear friends. And so, I was just thrilled that we could have you on the show.
I was missing seeing your cute face.
Chubby, cheeky.
Not at all. The thing is, I thought, we've talked about having you on the show, and I said, by golly, I'm going to get this done. I'm going to have her on the show. And so you're worried about your English. I know everybody is, and Maya and Marielle were the same way, but honestly, you guys speak English very well, in my opinion. So it's pleasure to have you on the show. Yeah.
So huge pleasure. I'm really happy to be here with you, and I'm seeing you after a long time.
Well, we're thrilled that you're here. I mean,
Thank you for being here. Thank you, CW, to make all those things happen and connect so good people. So
well, I'm glad I could do it.
To see you, Rumi.
Let's manifesting to see each other soon, face to face, and maybe in Brazil, maybe Chicago, maybe Istanbul or Dublin.
Istanbul. I like Istanbul.
Yep. And and it may take a little while for that to happen. That's fine. Even a year may go by, but let's make it happen. Let's do it.
Yeah.
And we'll all go in together on this big, huge bus.
Yeah. I'm starting to thinking about my next vacation, and it is going to be in a year from now, so we can plan together.
Not a bad plan. That should be very cool. And listen, Rumi, you guys could come over here to the States. I think that would be awesome. And, why not? We can go to New York. Why not?
Why not?
Why not? Because why not? I love that.
Why not? That's my motto,
We do Rumi all the time because why not, man? I love that. It's very cool.
Oh, by the way, folks, my mom and dad, Ali and Aliya, say hi to you.
Oh, cool. That's very cool.
Hi, Ali.
Do you remember when I was when we were in Aruba and I said, yeah, coming to you live from Turkey, and you're looking at me going, Turkey? I'm like, do you remember that? I saw that video.
It was fun.
I'm like going, oh my gosh, what did I just say? Yeah, that's what I said, Aruba. It's like, nobody knows that.
That's so true. We are making a video for your father.
Yes. Like, marhaba, Ali. Like, marhaba, say hello. Like, oi.
Hi, Dad. Oi. Oi. I love that. Oi. That was like AC/DC.
Marhaba.
Yeah, marhaba.
Mahaba. Mahaba.
Cute.
What's up? Right?
What's up, man? Do it up.
Yeah, do it up. I love it. Rumi, we, Maya and I want to thank you so much for being here and being our friend. And it was a pleasure having you on the show this evening. And it's been a pleasure being your friend. So, absolutely. So, well, so for now, I'm going to say this is CW Getz along with Maya Marzaki, thanking you for tuning in to Outdoors People. So long.
Ciao.